Salutations, respected viewers. This is George from Ireland. Here I am at 20 Northmoor Gardens, Oxford. And behind me is the house where J R R Tolkien lived for many years. So he was born in South Africa about the turn of the 20th century. He came to the United Kingdom because his parents were from here. He went to King Edward's School, Birmingham, the most illustrious school in that city. And then he came to Oxford University, where he was a lecturer. And his field of expertise was Norse languages. Old Norse, particularly, not like modern Swedish, not Nynorsk and so on. But he's best known for penning some fantastic fantasy novels, The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, and so forth. And he began them here. He wrote The Hobbit here, and he began The Lord of the Rings here. And he lived on until the 1970s. He'd retired by that stage. In the university parks, there's a bench dedicated to him at a spot by the Charwell, that's the river, where he liked to sit and contemplate things. So as a member of the Inklings, along with C.S. Lewis, Warren Lewis, Charles Williams, and other well-known writers and academics. So the Inklings, they took their name from the idea of a drop of ink, just a little bit of ink, put ling on as this suffix. An affix makes it diminutive, or inkling as in a hint, a first feeling, a presentiment. So it was a double entendre. So it indicated their literary talent, their love of wordplay and innovation. So he came up with many neologisms himself. So these are set in a fantasy world. You may know all about Bilbo Baggins and so on. And what else? The Took family, and Took is a real surname, Bull Roarer and so on. Well, certainly highly recommended, and many of his works have been made into films. That is the house of J R R Tolkien. Unfortunately, it's not open to the public. It's a private house.